Hi everyone, today we're going to be reviewing combining like terms or simplifying algebraic expressions. But before we do that, we would like to know what like terms are. So we're combining like terms, right? So like terms are those variables with their exponents such as 2 in x squared are the same. Or we could just say like terms when they are exponents and the variables are the same. So x and x and x together, y, all the y together, all x squared together, all y squared together, power of 3 together, but their variables and exponent must be the same. So in other words, the terms that are like have the same variables and exponents, including the number of powers they have. And also, all the constants are like terms. The numbers, either it is fraction, decimals, or whole numbers, or negative numbers, they are all constant and they are all alike. They are alike. Now let's have some examples. So let's say I have x plus x plus x, even though that is x, that has a coefficient of 1 over here and that's an exponent of 1 over there. So those are the invisible numbers that they acquire or they possess or they have. So that's 1x to the power of 1, 1x to the power of 1, 1x to the power of 1. So they are like terms. So with that said, that gonna be equal to 1, 2, 3, 3x. Right? Others explain that to take their coefficients out and add them up together, that also will work. All right, but just simply add them up. They look the same. They look alike. They are 3x. Second example. So what if I have 2y minus y? It's just like saying I had 2 yo-yos minus 1 yo-yo. So I usually tell my students an example that they could imagine what it is, not just the variables that imaginary for them. So they take it that way, they understand it that way. So I had 2 yo-yo minus 1 yo-yo, so I got 1 yo-yo left. So you could just say y, 1y, or you could also say I have 1 y. They are just the same, they are equal. You know, that's why they call it equivalent expressions. Another example that we have is here. We get 3x squared plus 4x minus 2x squared plus x. This is what I was saying before, like even though they look all x, but they're not the same with their power. One has a power of 2, this is a power of 1, and that's a power of 2. So you could only combine those x's with the same powers. So you're gonna have 3x squared and 2x squared that we could combine together. So, and then we had to consider the operation. So 3x squared minus 2x squared definitely gonna give you 1x squared. This is like I have 3 smoothies and take away 2 of those smoothies, so I have 1 smoothie left. The other one is we have 4x plus x. So obviously I have 4 of the x and another x here. So we're gonna have 5x in all. Alright? So if you don't want to write that 1 over there, that is also fine. But you could end up with final answer of x squared plus 5x. You cannot combine this together. This is your final answer because they are not like terms. Again, like terms have the same variable and the same exponent. In this case, they are not the same. This is 1 and that, this is 1 and that's 2. Alright, so that will be your final answer. Next example we have 6y plus 8 minus 4 minus 3y. Again, the same concept. Look at the things that are the same. So this is y and that's y. So that's the only one I could put together. So simply 6y minus 3y gives us 3y. And then we look at here, that's 8 minus 4. Oh, obviously 8 minus 4 gives you 4. And if you want to see which sign you're going to carry, it's the sign who has the greater absolute value. So that's positive 8, and that's negative 4 absolute value for that. 8 has a bigger one. So that's going to be your final answer. You cannot make that 7y. No. They are not the same. This is the group of y, and that's a group of numbers. They're not the same. Second to the last example. If you have noticed that we could have something like this, the first thing you should do first is simplify. We have to eliminate the parentheses by doing groupings or order operation, or what do you call this, distributive property. But in this case, we could group first because we could see that 5x and x could be grouped together. So what I'm gonna do is just copy this one first, and I could put this together. 5x minus x gives me 4x plus 3, and then I'm just gonna copy the other one because I did not use them yet. And then going back to order operation, I have to think what is the next step I should do. But since there's still a parentheses and that's a multiply, I have to do a distributive property. So that you could multiply, that gonna give you 8x. 2 times 4x is 8x. And don't forget that you have to distribute it to every term inside the parentheses. So that's 2 times 3 is 6. And then I'll still copy this because I didn't use it yet. Then we could use it now. Alright, next step, we combine like terms. Here we go. So this 8x and that's x. I'm just gonna go straight. That's gonna be 9x. Because I have, for example, 8 banana and another banana over here, so I have 9 bananas in all. Plus, here we go, 6 and 4, add it up, that's gonna be 10. And again, you cannot make this 19x. Nope, because they are not the same. They are not like terms, and that's gonna end up your answer. Okay, last one. Let's see if we could do this in a word problem. So what is the total length of a rectangular garden? Right? So the total length of the rectangular garden. So we know that the length, maybe it would just say, maybe you could just say, what's the perimeter? Because you might be confused, what's the length? The length could be just one side. So we're talking about perimeter here. Okay, what's the total length around the rectangular garden? So if you look at that, it's like this. Let's say this is the length. So we could say that's 3x plus 2. Okay, plus, I'll make the plus big. And there's another side of that, so they're gonna be 3x plus 2 because we're gonna go around it, right? And then I'm gonna put another plus, and that's 5, and that's 5, so they're gonna be 5. And since it is on the other side too, so that's another 5. So there are 4 of them, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, because there are 4 sides. Then we could combine terms. So this 3x and this 3x we could put together because there's no more x's there. So they're gonna be 6x. And then let's see, 2 plus 2 plus 5 plus 5. Do your mental math. They're gonna be 14. And since the unit is in feet, I'm just gonna put here feet. So the perimeter of this garden is 6x plus 14 feet. Alright, so that is our lesson in combining like terms. You could always go back and rewind and look at the examples. And if you have some question, you could always ask me. Alright, I hope you get a little help on this one. And good luck to your task and assignment for the day. Have a nice day, guys. Until next time.